Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. You see TV shows talking about the worst jobs in the world, but it can't be worse than some of these.
Ricky, some of these are so bad, I didn't even know they existed. Like number 3 on the top worst jobs in the world list. Who knew there were job openings for a whale snot collector? You heard me? A whale snot collector. You know how big and nasty and slimy and disgusting that got to be?
Yeah.
I mean, they got jobs for everybody. Also, not sure how much you would get paid for this one, but a porta potty cleaner came in at number 1.
So this morning, for Fill in the Blank Friday, we want to know the worst job I ever had was blank. Gary, was that when you was working at Wendy's?
But it was not the worst, but then it was kind of, well, it wasn't really bad. It was bad because, when I went through what I went through there. But my worst job was when I worked at the nursing home and I just cleaned those patients, honey, and turn them all the time. And
Are you serious? I never knew you worked at the nursing home.
Yeah, when I was going to school to be a nurse, I worked at the nursing home, honey. It was fun at the time, but it wasn't.
Did some of
all
them old people call you racial slurs?
Yeah, that's how I got fired.
What they call you, dog?
Wait a minute. You got fired for them calling you racial slurs?
Yes, honey, baby. I'll never forget the day, honey. I went in one of the patient's room, honey, and baby, this girl started talking real nasty to me. So I closed that door and I cursed her out, honey. She called her grandson and he came up to the hospital and told the director of nurses that I cursed out his grandma.
What she call you? N-word?
She sure did, honey. And she
what'd you
did
say
it
to
with
her?
snare in her voice, too. And I called her, But
You got enough face and calling her that?
I sure did.
No, Gary.
Well,
What's her
honey, I
name?
mean, she
Miss
caught me
Barb
off guard. She caught
Miss-
me off guard.
And you closed the door?
I closed that door, baby, and I cursed her out real good, honey. And she politely called her grandson, and honey, he came up to the hospital, and he told, what I said to his grandmother, honey, and they fired me.
Oh, my God. Brad, what was the worst job you had?
I would say I had one job for like one day. It was this place called That Oriental Place. It doesn't exist anymore. It was like a Chinese restaurant. When I tell you they tried to work the dog mess out of me, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
I ain't never working again. I think I had to vacuum. They had me doing everything. I was like, I'm just one little girl. Like I was a teenager. Like I had to sweep the floor. I had to clean off the tables. I had to wash the dishes. I had to mop and vacuum. I was like, oh, when my mama picked me up, I was crying. I said, I ain't never going to work again.
What about you, Rod?
Man, when I had a paper route, because that was back in the day.
Oh, my God. I remember those.
Come on, man. That's back in the day. You delivered the papers and you had to go back around and collect the
you
money.
got to roll them up before you deliver them.
Yes, sir. But then when you go around and collect the money, they never paid you. I didn't order this. Y'all just kept on throwing it. I never ordered this. So I did all that work and never got paid hardly.
Yeah, I used to go next door and help my boy Junebug and them roll up those newspapers because they had Junebug and Tiny had a paper route.
Yes, sir.
The worst job I had, me and this dude named Ronald Hood, we was going to Miles College together, and he said, man, he was working at this restaurant off of Highway 280, and he was like, man, the folks, they need somebody. Man, I got in there, man. Them damn dishes was piled up to the ceiling. And I was like, well, what y'all want me to do? They was like, man, my boy D, Ronald Hood, I'll never forget him. He went to Parker High School. He said, man, we got to bust them suds. I said, what? He said, yeah, I washed all them damn dishes. And then it was like, hey, you keep doing this right here, then you got to get to move up to the salad bar.
You got to be washing lettuce.
It was a rich, bougie restaurant. It was like a real bougie steakhouse. It was more expensive than like Ruth Chris, but I had to wash all of them pots and them trays and everything. I bust all them suds that whole day, and I didn't go back. I think I had got a check for like $53 or something like that, and I didn't go back the next day. I was like, hell no. That was probably the only time I really quit a job. Because I don't never quit no job, man. I keep a job. I kept a job. Everybody went to high school with me know I had 2 and 3 jobs while I was in high school and was in the band working during the summer. But that damn job, when I bust all them suds that day or whatever, man, I was just tell the dude. I said, man, he bought me my check, gave me my check. They paid me in cash, too. Okay. And then I was working at Head's Office Furniture, and we was riding in the back of a truck. Like in the back of a truck, like a moving truck. Brad, no seat belts, no nothing. Ooh. And one of the dudes was on crack.
What?
And he would sit back there and smoke crack.
Ricky.
While we in the back of the truck, we used to deliver office furniture. It used to be called Heads Office Furniture. So one time he had put that rock up. He had put that rock up on that thing. And he had lit that thing up. And boy, he had got him a good inhale of that crack. And I said, hey, Mr. Head, come in. He said, he spit that smoke out. He said he was about to kill me. They had to get. He said, hey, he said, don't you ever do that again. That dude about to kill me.
Yes, sir.
And that dude was mad. He was like in the late 40s. And the other dude was laughing. he had took that little rocket, put it up on the thing. He had hit that thing. Hit that thing.
Goodness, so he had like a pipe or something.
Oh, he had a crack pipe.
Oh,
that's the first time in my life I ever seen somebody smoke some crack. And we all sitting in the back of a truck, and we had to leave it halfway up where we could get some light coming in. It was hot. It was summertime. That was the only air that we got because all of us couldn't fit in the front. Brad, I ain't making this stuff up. I got 100 stores on different jobs. I had to work my ass off. That's why I get up and come to the radio station every morning. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Yes.
My name is Kia. I'm calling from Jackson, Mississippi, and the worst job I ever had was Wendy's. I hated that job.
My name's Destiny. I'm calling from Bunnell, Florida. The worst job I've ever had is healthcare after COVID. People do not respect healthcare workers anymore. After COVID, everybody is just very entitled, unrealistic, not appreciative. We used to be heroes, and now we are not anymore, and that is so sad.
Kenny, I'm calling from Raleigh, North Carolina. The worst job I ever had was at a sanitation company in Raleigh. I worked there for 2 weeks. They treated me so bad, had the worst equipment. So I went into work, acted like I was going to the bathroom, clocked out, and walked off the job and went home.
Marie, and I'm calling from Toledo. The worst job I ever had for me was doing pedicures, because when people would come in that wasn't normal, regular size, and you had to lift up their leg and their foot and try to scrape and all that other stuff, tore my whole left shoulder out. So I can't be lifting legs and stuff no more because of that. That was the worst job I ever had.
This is Taylor. I'm calling from Orlando, Florida, and the worst job that I ever had was working for Amazon. That's the worst job ever.
Wow.
What?
To some heavy legs, boy.
I swear, you need one of them things that you lift cars up when you get ready to change tires.
Them power jacks.